Well, our final report into the October 2022 flood event in Victoria has 90 findings and 73 recommendations. And at its core is the need for disaster management in this state to be more integrated, community-centred and accessible at each phase of an emergency, from mitigation, including planning and preparedness, to the response and recovery. Nothing can bring back the homes and businesses destroyed, nor the lives lost in this flood event. But honest learning and a determination to enact change is a fitting and lasting tribute. Our committee is suggesting numerous ways to help preserve life and property in the event of another flood, because it's not a matter of if, but when it happens. We think homeowners affected by the 2022 floods should be prioritised in a new program to retrofit at-risk residential properties. And in regional Victoria, there should be a pilot of a ring levee program to protect homes and surrounding land in flood-prone areas. And for government, one of the most critical roles is accurately and honestly informing communities about risk. New flood modelling is being undertaken across Melbourne's river catchments, and flood studies in the state should be undertaken on a regular basis. Updated modelling shows that climate change is increasing the flood threat along the Mooroopna River. So inappropriate new housing and business developments within designated floodplains must be limited. Our report makes several findings and recommendations directly related to the Flemington Racecourse flood wall, the temporary flood levee at Echuca, and the management of water catchments, including Lakes Epilock and Eildon. There's also suggested steps to improve the handling of levee banks, gauges, sandbagging, and flood mitigation infrastructure right across the state. Throughout our inquiry, we heard delayed or inaccurate information contributed to confusion among communities in the lead up to and during the October 2022 flood. As a result, we're recommending improvements to early warning systems and to the Vic Emergency app. The state government should also clearly outline the operational role and responsibilities of each of the emergency services, including the chain of command and communication protocols. Digital messaging is vital in a time of crisis, and the state needs to work with the federal government to address connectivity issues and gaps in rural and remote areas of the state. The Victorian State Emergency Service and local search and rescue squads played a critically important role in the flood response. They need increased funding and more resources to train and maintain volunteers. The state government should work with local councils on statewide guidelines for emergency relief centres and plan and resource recovery hubs to help ensure long-term recovery. Applications for disaster recovery support are far too complicated. We need to simplify them by reducing paperwork or streamlining processes. There must be further investment in mental health services in flood-affected areas because we recognise the significant impact the October 2022 event is continuing to have on individuals and communities. This is a comprehensive document drawn directly from the evidence we gathered in the many days of public hearings, as well as the hundreds of public submissions we received and 2 open mic sessions. The stories from communities across the state were deeply impactful, as was the expert evidence received from emergency responders, local authorities, climate scientists, hydrologists and urban planners. I would encourage you to go to our website to read it in full and share it within your communities.